Why is it a bamboozle? Because when we
That's
take our
not what
makeup
you
off, we
look
look
like.
different.
No, hold on. My hair doesn't. I mean, it's pretty much stays like this when I wake up. But like maybe I get an extra quarter of an inch of coif. So is that an illusion?
Hey, listen, if you
Maybe
want
My
to
it is.
put
dad-
a little
Maybe it
syrup
is,
in there,
yeah.
I like to
Yeah,
put it
little
in.
eggs.
My
and
dad
sugar,
uses
yeah.
hair regrowth shit, and I bet one day you guys will have to too. Do you think
Sure.
that's an illusion?
I'll probably look. I maybe only got a little bit, a few years left.
Yeah, you're an
Michael knows
Italian.
he's got
It's
it.
fine.
Yeah, look, I'll probably, I might even be starting to lose
So
a little
how
bit.
would you feel if people called you an illusion?
It-
And that's
Under-
not even comparable because that's not something you have fun doing. I genuinely have fun doing my makeup and doing other people's
Well, who said that I would? Well, if I wore a toupee, then yes. Then now, hold on. Let me ask you girls
Okay,
a question.
toupee is
Let's actually.
definitely an illusion.
Let's dive into this. Now, if you were on a date with a guy and he took photos with the toupee and the toupee looked really realistic, and then you're on the third date, you find out that he's actually got a fucking Larry David and he's just bald. You guys aren't going to feel like, to some degree, like you've been. Like, let's not kid ourselves. Women are attracted to men with a full head of hair.
I'm not
Women are
attracted.
attracted
That's
to
not
Larry
necessarily true. I like
She's
a
not
little cue
attracted
ball
to men.
action
Okay,
sometimes.
but you kind of are because you were entertaining the guy, and I
5%.
suspect you maybe would have been a little less attracted to him had he. I mean, I don't want to assume,
He had
but
a big hat on.
Had he had no hair, yes, I would be a little bit less attractive.
so if he had a toupee and it turns out he actually is bald, you would perhaps feel like, to some degree, misled, and that's not how he actually
Not
looks.
necessarily. I just think that if you have some like vendetta against girls who wear makeup, then like
don't
prefer a
have a
girl who doesn't wear makeup. But
Yes,
like you don't get to have a
precisely.
certain opinion because you also don't. You're just not a girl. I don't know.
Wait, so no uterus, no opinion? Are we going back to
No
the
makeup,
abortion
no
conversation?
opinion.
So if you,
That's a
Brian, do you want
it's
makeup?
a
Brian, do you want kids?
fallacy,
All the
but-
time.
What?
More
do you
than
want
my wife.
kids?
How?
Period.
I'm
Like
just-
on TV.
I'll answer the.
Period.
Yeah, it's fair.
Wait, I'll answer
I'm just
the
saying,
question.
if you had a daughter and she started playing with makeup, you're
I'm
just
not
gonna
buying
be-
her makeup.
Wow,
That's
that's
just-
actually
I will not buy her
insane.
makeup.
That is
That's
just
actually-
something that comes
wow.
along with like the territory of like being a dad
Yeah,
to a
that's
daughter. It's just like
Is to
eventually.
buy her
no,
makeup?
no. Let me
That's
finish.
actually-
Let me
Okay,
finish.
go ahead.
Is that a girl is just gonna like curiosity of a girl is that one day she's gonna be like, what is this makeup? I want to play with this. My mommy puts this on. Like that's just that's just what it is.
but
If
see-
you don't want to buy her makeup, that's fine. But your daughter being curious and makeup is something
Oh,
that's
she can
bound
be
to
curious.
happen.
She can be curious, and I
Are you
will
gonna
raise
tell your
my
daughter she can't wear makeup?
I will raise my daughter to have such mental fortitude and force of will and power that I will say,
It's
daughter.
not that deep. It's
Daughter,
not
it is
that
that deep.
deep.
I will say, daughter.
No,
you
for
need
real,
not.
it's not
You
that.
need not put the paint on your face, my dear. It has harmful chemicals, and it's
The
not.
shit you put in your body every
Harmful
day has
chemicals.
harmful chemicals.
Fair enough. In any case, you don't need that, and I'm not paying for it. When you turn 18, if you want to, whatever, you want to
Okay,
do whatever
okay.
you
if
want,
your
that's
daughter
fine.
buys it on her own, are you gonna?
But what
you
if
gonna
she
tell her
sees it on
she can't
TV?
wear it?
I'm gonna be disappointed.
If she
Okay,
sees
well,
gonna be
I'm just gonna tell
disappointed.
you right now, your daughter's gonna come to a point in her life where she's gonna want to put on makeup and wear makeup. Like that's just
If she-
every girl.
18.
That is.
I disagree.
Every girl.
And this is the mind virus that women perpetuate on other women because you think that has to be the social
No, it's
order of
not.
things.
No, I don't
but as a
think
man,
that
I have a
has to
duty
be.
and a responsibility
So you-
to guide my daughter in a way that I think is
Guide
more
her in-
commensurate.
Guide her in other ways besides to not wear makeup.
But it's not a
That's
matter
the
of
main
like
thing
she
that
doesn't
you guide
need
her
it.
on.
Bro.
It's not a matter if she
Triggered.
doesn't
buy
need it. No
toys for her.
girl
There's
needs
like a makeup
makeup.
section.
No, I'm
for
not
fun
triggered. I'm
girls.
not triggered. I just think that that's like there's so many better like things to guide your daughter on than being like.
And I'll do those too.
I
Makeup,
also
no
think
makeup.
I'll do those too.
think if you're too harsh on stuff that has very little effect,
yeah.
like makeup, that may not be the best pair.
So you're saying that we as a
style, in my
society need to
opinion.
continue to capitulate to this. Again, this is a billion-dollar industry that is incentivized to keep women feeling insecure about how they naturally look.
But it's
I think
natural,
once
man.
again, I
But does
think
it have
once
to be
again,
insecurity?
Yeah, I
For-
think once
for-
again, it's just women feeling
Look.
more confident when they put the makeup on. Just like if you want to get a surgery, it's just to make
You
you,
should
feel
put it
more
on me then.
confident.
It also
Probably.
goes back to prehistory. If you Google female cosmetic coalitions, there's this crazy anthropology thing where they dig up old tribes, and the women in the tribes would smear red on them.
I've
and
heard
it was,
that.
isn't it? It's crazy. So
heard
you know,
that.
you're not going to beat.
See,
I
Michael's
mean,
on our
6,000
side.
I am. I'm
Makeup
with the
was
girls.
makeup's been around for a long time, just used in different in different ways. Like
Look, yes, but I would also argue amount of makeup that is used today is far more.
Is this crazy for you?
I don't feel
like
like
is
this
this
is
bad?
People wear a lot more makeup now in the past, like ever since social media, than in the past. I remember, people wear a lot more makeup now. Look, I don't know the history of makeup. I suspect, throughout, perhaps even for thousands of years, women wore makeup. I don't know if that was readily available to like the peasantry.
No, it was like
but-
ochre. They'd grind up red ochre and smear it on their face.
like blush or whatever.
Yeah,
But
literally,
I
and
think
lipstick.
probably there's been, various cultures and perhaps in far, far in the past in history where women didn't wear makeup, and this was just never an issue.
Yeah, I don't know, bro. I think they all wore makeup.
No,
I think they did.
literally,
Yeah.
we were just saying that
Yeah.
he just gave that example because that goes back to biblical times of women putting
Even
blush
earlier,
and lipstick on their face. So who knows?
Sure,
before
and people
that.
have been warring and murdering each other for thousands of years too.
Makeup and murder
It doesn't-
is two completely
You know
separate
what?
things.
Hot take.
Good point.
Makeup, is
Makeup
worse
and
than I'm
murder.
kidding.
That's-
Makeup is
that's
worse
a
than.
hot
No, I'm
take.
kidding. I'm
That's
kidding.
a hot take for
I'm
sure.
kidding. But see, you guys get really. We were talking about all kinds of crazy shit, but when I come after your beloved makeup,
Yeah.
that's when you guys.
was the most
Because it
exciting.
always
No,
has to
no,
go
no.
back to like an insecure thing.
Yeah.
Like you made something that's so
Yeah.
like innocent and fun and like lighthearted into
girly.
like you don't need it, so why do you want it? Well, you don't.
And
And no
making
girl
it-
needs it. All of us are
Yeah.
pretty without makeup, but it's fun.
And then making it seem like it's based
whatever
off of a,
whatever lets you sleep at night.
Okay, and
If
you
that-
can
if
if
that's
that's
what
what
you tell
ugly,
yourself-
that's crazy.
That's not what I'm
you did
saying.
it.
Crazy, Brian.
No.
That is crazy.
No, that's not what I said. I was saying that in response to it's just for fun. That come on.
It
You
is
know-
just for fun.
It is. That's 100% of it. You never. There's no component of I'm competing with other women. There's no component of I want to be more attractive to men.
I think it's all like I want to feel the best that I can
Or-
feel. Why can't it just be that? Why
Is
does
that
it always have to go
100%
back?
of it?
Come
Is
on,
that
listen, I've been
100%
on your
of it?
side this whole time,
don't-
but that's obviously
I'm
not.
Is
not
that
gonna put
100?
makeup on in the morning and say like
If I
my
don't wanna
goal
put
is to be
makeup on, I'm
prettier
not
than other
going to.
women or get the attention of men or women. That's not my intention. It's just to feel the best that I can feel and be confident. And
Then it's a
I
subconscious.
enjoy doing.
Then on your subconscious.
And also, what do you
level.
mean by be confident? You mean look good and be attractive?
No, you
And
mean
the
feel good.
question is
It
attractive to
doesn't.
whom?
It doesn't
But
mean
it's
look
just-
good. It
there's
means
So
feel
would you
good.
lack confidence if you didn't put it on?
I think it's
Not
equivalent
necessarily.
to fitness. Like
But
for-
you said it's to feel good, and you would feel
It's
ungood.
the act. It's the
No.
act of taking the steps to do your makeup and doing what you like and finding what you like and finding your routine and just
something that you enjoy.
something
Yeah.
that you enjoy. It's like a hobby.
Why do you enjoy it? Because it makes you look better.
It makes
Feel
you feel
prettier?
feel
Makes you feel
confident.
more
So you would
It's all about
feel
the
less
feeling.
confident without the makeup. So are you insecure?
Because you feel prettier because you're pretty to
I think
the opposite sex.
I
or
think it's
perhaps the
equivalent
same
to
sex.
fitness. I've been trying to say this. I think it's equivalent to fitness. Men work out excessively, sometimes not all, and they
Not all.
choose to pressure themselves under those realms of I want to have X amount of bicep muscle, I want to have X amount of my abdomen showing, all these other things.
Mm-hmm.
Women do the payment of buying makeup, and that's just one of our other things. It's
And
not
working
about
out.
Well, I mean, physical
insecurity,
fitness
but
is a
it's-
little bit different.
It's a
and,
little
and
different.
that's within the realm.
but
Women
it's in
can
the same
pursue
realm
physical
of
fitness
vanity.
too.
It's just a vanity. So
So
Well, I
it's like
object
the same thing as
here,
doing
I'll,
your hair,
I'll help you with the
getting your
argument.
nails
Wait,
done.
hold on. I'll help you with the argument. I object to men taking steroids because I think that's harmful to your body
Agreedly.
in order to attain a certain level of physique. Now, it might help you attain said physique, but I think you ought to do so in a healthy and natural way.
Let's outweighing the pros and cons of that. What are the cons of? I mean, yeah, there's
steroid use?
chemicals in makeup,
Oh.
but like,
Well, I mean, like,
are we dying? Are we like actually like?
Okay, so
I mean,
how
I don't
about-
want to use I don't want to use like a exceptional example, but they found that some I don't know the names of these products.
Shop a clean brand then.
For example, well, they found asbestos in certain makeup products, and I don't know if you. I'm not in favor of women getting mesothelioma, so they did find asbestos in some of the makeup products and the powder and stuff.
Sure.
And women have had. Well, I suppose men can use that too, but it was a documentary on Netflix, which was terribly woke, so don't watch it. But
Is that the first time mesothelioma has come up on the Whatever podcast?
yes, it has.
Wow.
You know what? I feel like it came up. Didn't it come up like last episode? I don't know.
There's
like a
an app
sponsor?
called Yuka where you can scan products and it actually like rates it and tells you all of the active ingredients and if they're good or
That's
bad.
if they label it properly. It's not like
Okay,
you know,
well then if you really want to get that granular, then like
You know,
everything, I think you said this, like
I'll tell you
everything we
this.
do on a daily basis
Do you
has
know,
chemicals.
Do you know
Yeah, I did.
Johnson and Johnson baby powder?
Yeah.
Would
yeah.
you say Johnson and Johnson is like one of the major? Is Johnson and Johnson their pharma?
Yeah, I think
drug company,
yeah.
pharmaceutical company. Those little baby powder bottles. I had those when I was young.
Everybody did.
Everybody did. They actually found that there was asbestos
Right.
in the baby powder.
You get cancer from baby powder.
Anyway,
Isn't that crazy?
obviously they don't list it. They don't list asbestos in the ingredients. So what might be on the label that might not